In 1990, the founder of Nokia was a person named Fredrik Edström. He started a paper mill in southern Finland in 1865 and a second one 3 years later near the town of Nokia. After 3 years, in 1871, Edström and his friend Leo Mecklin started a joint company called Nokia. After that, Fredrik Edström retired and Leo Mecklin became the company's president in 1896. Nokia expands. After the first founder of Nokia retired, Leo Mecklin expanded the activities of Nokia up into electricity production in 1902. Of course, Fredrik did not agree with this, but the expansion of the operation did not stop. Nokia AB was on the verge of bankruptcy in 1922 due to World War I. That's why the Finnish tire company bought it to save Nokia. Later, it also acquired Suomen Kapellitehdas Oy. The Finnish rubber company moved to the Nokia area in the 1930s to use the electricity supply in addition to other services, which led to faster growth. From the 1930s to the early 1990s, Nokia manufactured respirators for the military, and civilians. Built by Nokia in 1967. But all these were not the high points of Nokia. The turning point of this company was in 1967. When the three companies Nokia, Finnish Rubber and Kapellitehdas merged to form the Nokia we know today. Nokia company operated in 4 general branches: rubber, cable, forestry, and electronics. It also began manufacturing communication devices and M61 gas masks for the Finnish Defense Forces. From this point on, Nokia focused more on the telecommunications industry, which at that time was not yet very established. Nokia's interest in long-distance communication. Nokia brand. In 1977, Kari Kairamu became the CEO of Nokia, and this person was the one who turned Nokia from here to there. In 1984, during his tenure, Nokia acquired Salora, a television manufacturing company. This trend continued until Nokia acquired mobile phone maker Mobira, which helped the company enter its golden age. Nokia launched its first mobile phone with Mobira Senator phone in 1982. In the beginning, things were not going very well, because Kari Kairamu committed suicide in an unexpected event on December 11, 1988. The reason is still unclear. But anyway, he was replaced by Simo Vuoriletto after that. Restructuring of Nokia. After Simo Vuoriletto was named CEO, a major restructuring took place at Nokia. Many of the company's groups were separated from Nokia, such as Finnish Rubber. The computer division Nokia Data was sold in 1991 to an international computer company limited in England. At this point, it seemed that Nokia was struggling economically. Its stock price was getting lower, and the collapse of the Soviet Union added to the pain and suffering of this company. Why? Because the main customer was Nokia. Jorma Ollila replaced Simo Vuoriletto in 1992. He opposed the idea of selling Nokia's mobile phone division and turning it into a telecommunications company. This decision of his was really wonderful and helped Nokia to enter its golden period. The Golden Age of Nokia. The Golden Age of Nokia. Nokia introduced the world's first commercial GSM phone, the Nokia 1011, in 1992. This phone was used by the then Prime Minister of Finland, Harri Hokari, to make the world's first GSM call. It was then that the Nokia brand became popular all over the world, and until today, few people claim that they have not owned one of the company's phones before. In 1998, Nokia overtook Motorola to become the #1 phone manufacturer in the world, releasing new phones every year. The company first introduced the camera on a mobile phone. New technologies, desire for digitization and innovation were the main reasons for the success of this brand.
do or not do anything you want.
New technologies. Nokia's market share increased to 49.4% in 2007, and it was the first choice for mobile phone purchases. Nokia's market share increased to 49.4% in 2007, and it was the first choice for mobile phone purchases. But the passage of time, overgrowth of brands, loss of original innovation, and lack of innovative leadership led to the failure of Nokia as a strategic company. Anyway, things don't always go the same way. The golden days of Nokia are coming to an end, and this great company is falling apart with incredible. What were the reasons for the fall of Nokia? The Nokia brand, which was the world's largest telecommunications company in 2007, gradually declined. To the extent that in 2013 it went to the brink of bankruptcy and went through its worst days. The fall of Nokia was not a chance, and many internal and external reasons had an effect on it. Reasons like these. Important and fundamental decisions were made very slowly, and there was strong management in this field. Because of this, many opportunities were lost. Nokia's management changed in 2006, and the new management focused more on mass production rather than innovation. This was a huge mistake, because innovation played a major role in the rise of Nokia in the early years. Nokia did not accept the iPhone and Android phones as competitors. This disregard for the growth and development of smartphones left them out of the global market. Nokia realized its mistakes too late. At that time, Google and Apple had proven themselves and allocated the market share to themselves. Little by little, Nokia's Symbian operating system became obsolete and was not capable enough to compete with Android and iOS. Of course, not everything comes back to Nokia and its mistakes. On the other side of the story, many of the big smartphone manufacturers like Samsung and Apple have done really well and become the #1 smartphone manufacturers. What were the next actions of Nokia? After Nokia faced a downward trend, it started to take a series of measures to fix the problems or at least compensate for the losses. Next, we review the most important actions of Nokia. Selling Nokia's mobile division to Microsoft. In 2010, Stephen Elop was chosen as the new CEO of Nokia. A year later, Nokia announced its strategic partnership with Microsoft and adopted the Windows operating system for its phones. Company executives hoped that this decision would help revive Nokia as a smartphone brand. But it didn't go like that. The main problem of Windows phones was its limited applications compared to Android and iOS operating systems. Nokia's sales declined again in 2012 and 2013, and Nokia's situation deteriorated to the point where it was close to bankruptcy. Microsoft stepped in to prevent such a situation and bought Nokia's mobile division for $7.2 billion, creating Nokia Networks. Nokia started a 50-50 joint venture with Siemens Communications in 2007. The project was named Nokia Siemens Networks and became a subsidiary of Nokia. After selling the mobile division, the company focused on data network and telecommunications equipment. In 2013, it acquired 100% of Nokia Siemens Networks and rebranded it to Nokia Networks. In 2016, Nokia acquired Alcatel-Lucent, a French-American telecommunications equipment company, and merged it with the Nokia Networks division. This action was taken to strengthen their position in the global telecommunications market.